Over the last few days, a couple of retro emulation handheld devices have been released, and they are pretty much inspired by the GBA Micro, especially the Famicom edition. And to top it all off, I have one of these to give away. Hi, my name is Amy Vishwanatha, and you are watching Techie Housewife. If you happen to be a retro handheld device lover such as myself, then you probably know I'm talking about Anbernic's RG300X and PowKiddy's Q20 Mini. I'm going to talk about the RG300X in another video, but what I want to talk about today is the Q20 Mini. Now, while the RG300X is designed to look very close to the GBA Micro, the Q20 Mini is designed to look like the GBA Micro in size. Q20 Mini comes in two colors. One is the Famicom colors, while the other has more of an orange theme, which is actually the one I'm going to show you in a couple of seconds. I ordered each Q Mini from a different store. This one I ordered from Banggood, which we shop at a lot and we really like them. But this time, if you can look at the box, I don't know if you can see it from here, it was pretty banged up, and I will actually put a picture up. And this being so banged up and the way it was packaged really makes me nervous to order things from them in the future. Now, I ordered the other from keepretro.com and it came packaged pretty well. It is also really sealed nicely. The one that came all banged up just looks like it's been opened and taped with some clear tape. So I am going to open one of these now, the orange one, and keep the other sealed. And you may just want to watch till the end so you can find out what is going to happen with the other one. Okay, so here we have our lovely crushed box. And thankfully, it was not broken when I opened it. So let's take a look and see what information we have on the box. We have what the setup is, and we'll just take a look at that when we actually open it and look at it. And it comes with the device itself and the USB-C charging cable. The normal things. As far as looks goes, it's really adorable. Let's turn it on here just to get an idea. Wow, that's pretty bright for that small screen. If you are familiar with the PowKiddy V90 and Q90, then you are probably familiar with this screen. So let's take a look at this here. We have left trigger, right trigger, which is actually moving the screen back and forth for the top to select what category you want. So like I said, left and right triggers, headphone slot, which is on the top. We have the micro SD card slot, we have the volume, and we have the USB-C charging port there, and the color. It is quite adorable, and I really like the size for taking it on the go. This could pretty much fit anywhere. I can see this sliding really easy into somebody's pocket, like their jean pocket or shirt pocket, purse, backpack, anything like that. I think this would be great for that. The size does really put you in mind of the GBA Micro. So I think that's what they were going for. The look is really cool. I love the orange on this. So let's go see how everything works. What do you think? Oh, it might be nice if I showed you the rest, which is not too much. We have the power button on the side. You have start, select, and two buttons up here to play around with. It helps you to power off properly. And remember, it is very important to power off correctly or you could corrupt your card. Now, the buttons do protrude a little bit, but they don't really jiggle at all. I mean, maybe slightly they move, but they feel pretty good. They're not going to be a problem. D-pad, for the price, the quality is good. The materials feel good for the price. Obviously, it's not the absolute greatest material. that I've ever felt, but it's not the worst either. And for $40, the materials are actually surprisingly decent. And I really don't think this would break easy unless you tried to snap it in half on purpose. The texture is nice on the buttons. They're pretty soft. This, you can feel that it's plastic, but these have that soft plastic feel. Let's play a game. Let's take a listen to the sound here. And for one speaker and such a small device, I cannot believe how loud this is. Pretty cool. I will try to go through this quickly. My first impression of the screen is, for a 2.4-inch LCD display, it looks really nice. I think the resolution of 320 by 240 is a pretty great aspect ratio for playing our loved old retro games. I will say this, as far as getting to the instructions, the menus, it's pretty user-friendly, and I think anyone could pick it up and play it. Okay, watch the side of the screen here in a second. Now you see to the right, it got something going on there. Now I will say, it takes a second for it to decide to move when I do something. So there is a bit of a lag, and it looks like we had some issues with the screen on the right side. I think that, well, one thing we need to keep in mind, this is not supposed to be the latest and greatest out there for retro handheld devices. This is more along the lines of fan service and nostalgia, which I think they really hit the nail on the head for that. This is super cool, super cute, very tiny, and very portable. I'm thinking the issue with the screen and the responsiveness might possibly be fixed with a firmware update. And if a firmware update does take care of those problems, then this will be a pretty awesome and affordable device. Okay, I just wanted to show you the V90 Q90 and the Q20 Mini all next to each other so you can get an idea of the similarities and the differences. The D-pads, the button setups, pretty much the same. You'll notice each have the select and start buttons in different places. This would be the equivalent to the minus and plus. Those are in the same places there. Like I said, usability is pretty simple, pretty easy. You can get to menus super easy. You can suspend it, bring it back pretty easy. All in all, this is super simple for anyone looking to get an affordable handheld device. Listen to that. I'm impressed with the speaker on this, for sure. I just want to play one more game to see how it works, and then I'm going to do something else. This is working a little better than the last game. Yes, control is definitely better on this game. Okay, he was actually squatting when I wasn't trying to squat, so that's also there. I just got killed. Okay, I am having a little bit of trouble with the controls now, but I'm hoping that is something fixable. The Q20 mini hardware is very similar to V90 and Q90. It's elder cousins from PowKiddy. So the design is closer to the Q90 as we've talked about already. Now, I do know that some people have actually complained that they've had some problems with screen tearing, but I'm hoping this will be remedied by using a firmware update. And since the hardware specs are so similar to V90, I'm going to swap the SD card with the custom firmware of V90 to see if it works in the Q20 Mini. So let's get that done. Hey, check it out. I'm expecting there should be some definite improvement to UI and performance, so let's see if that happens. Just FYI, I've already made a video on creating the custom firmware SD card for V90. That process should work seamlessly with Q20 Mini. I'll post the link for that video below, and it's so cute. As you can already see, there is no problem swapping the SD card and making it work. It's working pretty good so far. All right, we'll see if that is also true with the gameplay. Listen. Okay. Much easier for control, let me tell you. The buttons are really working a lot better here. I have a lot more control. There we go. And I don't feel like it's kind of sluggish. It was kind of sluggish with the other firmware. It's moving right along pretty quick. And it's responding much better. So I can definitely see a huge difference with the firmware update. And like I said, I will link that below so you can also have a better experience with this. And, oh, let me get the ring. Yeehaw. See, it took me right back, no problem. So that did actually show that the firmware update is very helpful in the way the handheld responds and works. So I'm really happy about that. So I am definitely recommending that once you get your hands on this cute little nostalgic device, the Q20 Mini, that you create the custom firmware SD card and use it for this. You will definitely see a difference in the performance of the device, and that is totally worth the time, I believe. From what we just have seen, I think it's proof enough that that custom firmware update that we used for V90 will definitely work pretty great for this. And again, I am linking that in my description below, so it will be easy for you to get your hands on that and just follow the simple instructions, and that's it. So, is $40 a good price point for this? In my opinion, I think it's pretty fair. And do I recommend this? Yes, I would recommend this, especially for someone who does not want to spend a whole lot of money on a handheld device. Or if you want to give it to a kid, this will be just perfect, especially as a gift. And in the long run, you won't have to worry too much about them possibly breaking it because you did not invest a lot of money into it. And it still works pretty good. The size of it makes it super great for pockets, purses, backpacks, and even throwing it into your car. So maybe you can play during rush hour. I mean, of course, as a passenger, not, you know, driving. Not to mention, it's got that awesome GBA micro nostalgia going on. Okay, now for the really important part. I hope you all have stayed until this part because I am giving away a Q20 Mini. The nice sealed package that was not crushed when it was shipped. This is the one that has the Famicom colors. To one of my viewers, as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, which should happen pretty soon because I'm almost there, just a few more. So how do you win this? All you need to do is like this video, leave a comment in this video, and also head over to my Instagram account, Techie Housewife, and leave a comment there as well on the post regarding Q20 Mini. And leaving a comment in the Instagram post will actually help me contact the winner. So be sure to do that, don't forget. And I can't wait to see who gets it. That is all I have for today. Thank you for joining me. Please share this video with your friends. I would greatly appreciate it. As always, have a retro-tastic day.